Transnet executives faced tough questions from MPs after posting revenue losses amounting to billions of rands. The shareholder was questioned about the golden handshake given to some of the executives who left the entity after allegations of poor performance.
As the executive authority, I inherit the sins of the fathers. I would not absolve myself of responsibility for those sins. I suppose the question one would have to look into in terms of the settlement regarding the former group CEO is what were the contractual agreements when exiting.
Other MPs expressed concerns about the high level of debt that the entity is facing with the high cost of servicing it against declining revenue. The debt has increased from 122 to 130 billion rand in the previous financial year.
New loans. The Transnet is already under stress with regards to its cash flow. And there are two new loans that have just been taken, and that is from the New Development Bank for 5 billion, and another one is from the Development Bank for 1 billion. We are servicing our cost of borrowing at 14 billion. The oversight to make sure that we don't run away with borrowing too much money with regards to an entity that itself is on the brink of not being able to balance its book.
The entity says volumes being transported peaked in the 2017-2018 financial year and regressed thereafter. It says its target is to increase volumes to levels above its peak in the not-so-distant future. However, other MPs questioned the ability of the group CEO to turn things around at the entity.
In her understanding and on her own observation, is she making any impact which is taking Transnet to a better trajectory?
Transnet says cable theft and rail network vandalism also contributed to the decline in volumes transported, adding that revenue loss due to security incidents in the financial year under review has cost it 2.1 billion rand.
That is pure interruption in the network. Trains cannot move or product cannot move, and because of that interruption, no volume moves. We have to now repair the damage that was caused by the criminal elements.
Phillips says the implementation of the recovery plan has arrested the decline in rail volumes being transported, and she has been part of that team. Lula Mamatya, SABC News, Parliament.